In the windswept North Atlantic, where fire meets ice and silence holds space for the skies, a quiet revolution is underway. And if you're just joining us now, don't miss the rest of the Iceland series, from its ancient roots to its untamed nature, vibrant culture, and essential travel guide. But today, we look forward, past the mist and myths, into the Iceland that's rising, piece by piece, project by project, because here, on this small island of fewer than 400,000 people, the future is not just imagined, it's under construction. Begin at Hellisheidi, where volcanic heat rises through the blackened earth, and clouds of steam roll across the lava plain. Here stands one of the world's largest geothermal power plants, powering homes, cities, and industries without a single flame of fossil fuel. But just beside it, a more radical experiment is underway. Orca, a groundbreaking partnership between Climeworks and Carbfix, a facility that pulls carbon dioxide directly from the air, mineralizes it into stone, and buries it forever beneath the crust. Not an idea, not a dream, it's real and expanding. A new project called Mammoth is being built right now, 10 times larger, capable of capturing 36,000 tons of CO2 per year. And by the end of the decade, Iceland plans to host even larger-scale facilities, turning the country into the world's carbon-scrubbing stronghold. In a world racing to reduce emissions, Iceland is learning how to erase them. Now, fly east to the highlands, where Karanjuka hydropower plant rises from canyons carved by ancient glaciers. A megastructure with 6 massive dams, producing 690 megawatts of clean energy, enough to power a major European city. This electricity feeds not only Icelandic towns, but also the massive Alcoa Fjarðaál aluminium smelter, one of the largest and most advanced of its kind. It was controversial, yes, but it proved a point that Iceland could manage continental-scale energy projects with precision and purpose. Now look to the coast, near Reykjavik, where long, windowless buildings hum quietly beneath the clouds. These are Iceland's international data centers, fortresses of the cloud. Companies like Verne Global, Advania, and at North House servers here, offering green hosting to the world's biggest tech firms. What drives them here? Cool temperatures, stable politics, almost 100% renewable electricity, and proximity to both North America and Europe. Iceland is becoming the digital bridge of the North Atlantic. Not loud, not flashy, but essential. A growing portion of the global internet is now routed through a land of lava, yet it's not just electricity that flows from Iceland, it's ideas. At Reykjavik's bustling harbor stands the Iceland Ocean Cluster, a radical experiment in sustainable industry. Here, startups are reimagining the fishing economy, creating zero-waste products from what was once discarded. Fish skin becomes luxury leather, enzymes from cod guts become pharmaceuticals, seaweed becomes packaging, and the waste becomes nothing. It's innovation born from heritage, from the belief that nothing should be wasted. Not food, not energy, not potential. And beneath the streets of Reykjavik, another transformation is underway. The city is building Borgarlína, a next-generation, high-capacity bus rapid transit system. Fully electric, deeply integrated, and designed to serve as the backbone of a car-light future. It will include dedicated lanes, smart traffic signals, and AI-optimized routes. At its core is a vision of a capital city where walking, cycling, and clean transport replace asphalt sprawl, and where mobility means freedom, not pollution. Now look north, far north, to Akureyri and Grimsey Island, where Iceland brushes the Arctic Circle. Here, scientific outposts monitor sea ice drift, ocean chemistry, migratory routes, and permafrost melt. Iceland is a permanent observer of the Arctic Council, and it is positioning itself as a climate diplomacy hub, offering neutral ground for international cooperation in a region being reshaped by ice and opportunity. This is not just science, it's strategy. As polar shipping routes open, Iceland becomes more than an island. It becomes a gateway. Meanwhile, deep beneath the sea, another revolution is forming. Iceland is exploring the potential of deep-sea mining in its exclusive economic zone, cautiously, ethically, and with international oversight, vast mineral deposits, manganese nodules, rare earth elements, sit on the ocean floor untouched. If extracted responsibly, they could fuel the green energy transition. Batteries, solar panels, electric motors, all powered by elements that lie beneath Iceland's ocean frontier. It's a project still in its infancy, but one that could shape the global future of energy sovereignty. Now turn inland to the valleys, where a new kind of farm is rising. Geothermal greenhouses, powered by subterranean heat and illuminated by LED arrays, now produce Icelandic vegetables year-round. In a land where winter once meant scarcity, these facilities are redefining food security. Hydroponic towers grow lettuce without soil. Aquaponic systems raise fish and greens together. And projects like VAXA Technologies use captured CO2 to feed microalgae, creating sustainable protein powders for the global market. Food grown with light heat and carbon, a complete reversal of the old world. And in the realm of the sky, Iceland is now looking upward. In 2024, the Icelandic government joined ESA's Arctic Satellite Data Network. The island's clear skies, isolated geography, and access to high-latitude orbital paths make it an ideal location for satellite ground stations. Several sites are now being evaluated for hosting space, whether radars, data receivers, and low Earth orbit (LEO) trackers. And in the future, possibly even small-scale launch facilities, a nation once defined by land and sea, now becoming a node in the network of space. Yet Iceland's most ambitious project may not be a structure at all. It may be the creation of a regenerative society, one where systems heal themselves, where energy is circular, food is local, culture is shared, and technology uplifts everyone. Digital literacy is now taught from early childhood. Parental leave is equally split by law. Plastic bans and product repair laws are expanding. A pilot program for universal basic income is under debate. And citizens are testing new democratic models, including digital referendums and participatory budgeting. What Iceland is building is not just infrastructure, it is a new way of living, slow, stable, scalable. But Iceland is not untouched by challenge. The glaciers are melting faster than any projections. Eruptions, though rare, still pose existential risk to towns and transport. Tourism is straining trails, rivers, and rural roads. Housing in Reykjavik is becoming less affordable for young locals, and climate migration may test Iceland's openness and capacity in the decades to come. But here, response is not reactive, it is proactive. Iceland is already working on managed retreat strategies for glacial floods, building resilient infrastructure in seismic zones, creating tourist dispersal tools that use mobile data and AI to redirect visitors. And most importantly, planning slowly. In Iceland, the timeline of tomorrow is measured in generations, not quarters. So we look across the island again, from the power plants that whisper steam into the sky, to the Arctic radars that scan the stars, to the labs, farms, ferries, and firewalls that make this one of the most advanced small nations on Earth. And we realize something, that the future is not a city. It is not skyscrapers or flying cars. It is a system of balance, and Iceland is building that system with stone, water, wind, and will. It is not trying to be the biggest, it is trying to be the brightest. This is the new Iceland, a nation of heat and frost, of code and moss, of silence and signal, where innovation is not a disruption, but a continuation, where nature is not a victim, but a collaborator, and where the future is not feared, but built, stone by stone, plan by plan, vision by vision. In the cold north, a quiet world is becoming the blueprint for everything that comes next.